Hello, and welcome to the waiting for this thing, whatever this thing is. I'm not sure what it is, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out together, and it'll be a good time.
4 minutes out. Big reveal, get ready.
And they're just doing the Tony Hawk Pro Skater soundtrack right now, so this is a good time. It's a good time. Trying to get my chat to pop up appropriately. Oh Jesus, that's actually horrible. Everything is going wrong. There we go. What the fuck is going on? Stop. The Twitch app is a nightmare. Jesus Christ. Alright, come on. Jesus Christ. Come on. Is this thing still going? What is happening? It's not working appropriately. You fucking piece of shit app. I swear to God. There we go. Finally. Jesus. All you have to do is swear at technology and it'll work. Alright, so, as I was saying, how's the sound? Does the sound level look alright? Sound level looks about good. Alright. No idea what to expect from this at all.
Play the game.
I think this is them making up for maybe, because Jeff Keighley posted on Twitter and said something about Xbox Series X. This might be them making good on their gameplay announcement thing from last week or the week before. I think it was last week. It's only been a week.
Hey guys, it's Jeff Keighley. We're getting ready for the live show coming up in just about 90 seconds. We'll be going live with a reveal trailer for a game, and then I've got a 15-minute interview with a special guest. So stay tuned. Summer Game Fest continues.
We'll see what's up then. So it's only one announcement. Depends what the announcement is. And who the guest is. I thought it was going to be Kojima, because it's Jeff Keighley and it's always Kojima. But in fact, he tweeted recently, like about a minute ago, or two ago, that we have a special guest. It's not him, so it's probably not going to be Kojima. So this will not be a Kojima game. I don't think. I doubt it very highly. If I had to guess, if it's Assassin's Creed, I'm just gonna cut the stream because I don't care. If I had to guess, I don't know. It might be Assassin's Creed. If it's Assassin's Creed, I'm done. I'm just gonna bounce. I don't care enough. But if it's something that looks interesting, but it's a game reveal, right? So it can't be Assassin's Creed. This has to be something wonky and weird that no one's really waiting for, maybe? I don't know. We'll see.
Today we prepared an exciting announcement for you all.
Yes.
Exclusive.
They know. Is this a Tony Hawk game? This might be a new Tony Hawk game. Oh my god. Remasters! Yo! Let's go. I'm in. We're staying. We're fucking staying. This is the tightest shit. Those sly dogs putting in the music right at the beginning. Hopefully it plays better than Tony Hawk 5. Are they bringing everybody back? They gotta put new skaters in too. This is sick. I was not expecting this at all. I'm in. This looks great, at least. It's Freddy Krueger. Online multiplayer, split screen, couch co-op, that's good during a pandemic. Where's Bam? Oh, they have to put in an accurate model of Bam. A time accurate. And he has different skins. It's like him in 2000, him like 2 years ago when he looked like fucking Don Vito.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater
That's fucking
1 and
sick
2
though.
is coming back for a brand new remaster.
Tony Hawk took a dip in his Lazarus pit for this. It looks fucking amazing though.
Announcement of that news, and to talk a bit about it,
Like
right
that's
now, we've got two very special guests joining us.
Two?
Of course, the one and only Tony Hawk.
Like that's the OG
and
fucking
Jen
level. It looks great.
Vicarious Visions, who did the incredible Crash Bandicoot remaster.
Oh
and now
no.
teaming up with Tony to bring Pro Skater
Hopefully they get
back,
the
which is
hitboxes
a
right
much
this time.
requested thing to have happen. Tony, this is exciting. I know it's been like I think 4 or 5
Unlockable
years
Ryan
since
done.
the last
Oh.
time you guys did a game. You know, this is what everyone I think wanted, right? Was like rolling back the clock. To
This
the
is sick
originals
though.
and-
I was not
and
expecting this at
bringing it
all.
Forward. How did this come about?
You know, it's gonna.
I need money. I need money really bad.
Years, I would say even over 5 years, and I could just sense it ramping up, especially as we approach the 20th anniversary of the release of the first THPS. And I was talking to Activision about some other stuff, about some charity events, and
Man, Mummy Hawk.
you know, the idea was just like, why don't we remaster this? And
It's the Hawkman.
when it came from them, I said, you don't understand how many people have asked me that. And I try to explain to them that I don't have...
It's a licensing
covered behind me,
nightmare.
that I can just go make this happen. And they said, yeah, let's get on it. And they immediately tapped Vicarious Visions. And off we went. And I mean, honestly, the end product is way better than I ever imagined.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I was so excited.
Tony Hawk died.
You know, like what BV always does. Which is
Tony
kind
Hawk
of
has bad
honor and
internet. He
tradition
can't
of
play
the
fighting
game,
games.
but obviously, kind of
Shit.
fully
Sorry about
upgrading
that.
it, and not just the graphics, but it's also like the controls and how it feels because we're moving 20 years forward in time. Jen, this is again, BV has done a lot of great things over the history of the company, but now it's like you guys are known for really these amazing kind of remasters of beloved franchises. This is a very different game than Crash. Can you tell us a bit about how you approach this one?
Well, for one, we're going to make this one work.
We're fans too. VV has been involved with working on Tony Hawk games for years, starting with many of the Nintendo handhelds, and a number of us have been involved for the lifetime of the series. We had a number of people that came over from Neversoft. Myself, I produced 3 of the games, so
Yeah,
if you start with that,
it's a good track record.
good things will happen. And so approaching this, the number one thing for us was to get it to feel right. It's got to be a high quality game that feels like you remember it. So
We got to make sure we don't
started with
Tony
the
Hawk
Neversoft
5 it.
engine, looking at the Neversoft code base for the handling, brought that over, also looked at the level layouts and bringing over the geometry as a starting point, and then you upgrade everything from there, from the animations to the high-res graphics
To the
to
blood
those
splatter,
quality of life improvements that modern
the
gamers
skin
expect.
staying
So
on
it's a
the
complete package for
on
the
the
fans
concrete.
who are just really aching for the nostalgia of these original games.
Yeah, and this is so many years later, as Tony said, like 20 plus years. So even the nature of how you control and play the game has changed so much. Because I mean, you remember, Tony? I mean, the old game pads. I mean, it's like analog sticks weren't even a thing. So it's like I imagine that was a lot of what you had to think about. Is like how can you play this with new, more sophisticated controllers that give you so much more granularity when you're playing.
You make it play like Skate.
Well, we've had experience with doing this before.
But they won't,
But,
but
certainly,
that's how you do it.
You know, if you're an old school player, your thumb's going to drift to that D-pad, and you're going to want to do your tricks that way.
That's
you
me.
can certainly do that if you want to do that.
Tony Hawk's
But, you know,
camera is
newer
just
players
shitting
are
itself.
used to playing on the
That's
analog
me.
Sticks, and quite frankly, analog is not as precise. So we had to spend a good amount of time iterating and thinking about, okay, how do we make it so it's just forgiving enough, it understands what you're trying to do, but you still have the challenge.
I'm all about the D-pad though.
I'm sure. I was going to say, because Tony, you've had so many years of going through different controllers. Even I remember when we revealed the board together one year when you did that.
Don't bring the board up.
Everything.
Tony Hawk's like, don't
Don't
fucking bring that up,
to
dude.
work with
Don't bring up the
talk
board.
a bit about the
Please.
collaboration.
I lost
kind of,
so much money
how
on that
you
board.
were- How you were giving feedback and sort of where you wanted to take the game. You said still be rooted in the history of it, but obviously update it to today's standards or quality of life, as Jen said.
Yeah, I would say the basis of it was the feel. Does it feel responds the way that the original games did? And that's something that we've been kind of missing.
This camera's having a hard time.
The various versions and attempts at bringing this back. And so when they finally got the feel, and it didn't take them very long, they are really good at what they do. And it's obvious that they're fans of the game.
No one man needs that many skateboards.
So when I started playing it, it felt like the same response. It felt like the tricks they worked the same, yet the visuals were just way over the top. I mean, they're exponentially better, obviously, through the systems. But
The frame rate's a little
because they spent the time to get these levels and to get these maps
less bad now.
looking
Maybe it was just the
like
stream thing.
photorealistic.
Can you guys maybe talk about the, obviously online is a big part of it, but sort of like what is
The sound
different
effects
about this game that you've added
are
to sort
nostalgic.
of the core architecture of the original two?
Well, of course, online gaming is naturally an expectation from the modern gamer. So, of course, we've got
The modern gamer.
all of your favorite modes from multiplayer that are now online. But it's interesting because I think actually split screen's still kind of a novelty these days. So we're bringing that back. All of your favorite modes again.
Which is good.
Play on the couch with your friends. And
That's good.
Hopefully
More
one
games
day
need
invite
couch
them
co-op.
over. Hopefully
Bring
soon.
skate games to esports.
And,
Yeah.
As far as other things
Do
that
it.
you can play online,
Make the number go big,
we
and you
also
win.
Have create a perk that has been
Honestly,
improved. Now you can,
the EA skate games would
post
be really
your
good for
levels online,
competitive
have your friends play
shit,
them.
I think.
You can share them
I think.
online, let them
I haven't
take
played them in
over
years.
and customize
There's
them
probably
even
some
further.
bullshit
So
you could
it's
do with them,
it's
though,
a pretty
where
robust
you just
offering
win.
of things you can do with
But-
your friends out there.
But it's nice they're
Are
bringing
you gonna
back
have
split
sort
screen.
of are any new tricks or secrets or anything, Tony, like that you wanted to kind of put into these classic levels? I mean, people don't necessarily want them.
You
touched,
can
but
unlock
also,
2015
there's
Bam
probably some fun.
Margera.
I mean, is there anything kind of new that you said, hey, like I want to?
Or 2017 Bam Margera? When was he not doing
years
well?
Ago that you're like, let's change that out.
There are some polished moves, but I was trying to stay as true as we could to the original. So besides the visuals and obviously the responsiveness, we stayed pretty true to.
We still want you to be able to Christ air into a manual and then grind,
Yeah, I didn't want to mess with that too much. I feel like
which is fair.
people are going to be so excited to play exactly as they remember it, but in this new visual field.
Yep.
That's where we want to land.
Yeah, no, and you yeah.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, go ahead.
I think what's maybe
Go ahead.
fresh
Go
to
ahead,
these
yeah.
two
Go-
titles
go ahead,
is
yeah.
that you'll have a full suite of tricks to play with. From
You'll have a
even
full
the
suite of
latter
tits.
stage
She
video
said it.
series. Because when we talk to fans and we ask them, what do you
Titties
remember
confirmed for
about
Tony
these
Hawk
games? And
remakes.
It's really being that skateboarding superhero, doing those crazy endless lines. So we needed tricks like Reverb.
2005 onward.
Later,
No,
so
he
that you
wasn't.
can chain together
Like he wasn't
tricks.
doing good
So
in
we
2005,
added those
but
back
he
into the
wasn't.
mix. So I'm really looking
He
forward
wasn't
to seeing
Don
people,
Vito
stay
Bam
in the
Margera in
warehouse, but do
2005.
some
It was like
super crazy
2015,
high
I think.
combos.
It was after
Funny, I get
fuckface,
corrected all the time.
whatever, his
When I
rap
talk about
thing
the
that
series, and I say
was
we
weird.
introduced the revert in THPS 2, which was not in THPS
bitch
2.
tits
But it's like, I
McFuckface
don't
or
wanna
some
remember
shit.
a
It was a
time
nightmare,
before we
man.
had the
He
revert.
played at Underworld actually in Montreal
So,
one time.
I
I didn't go.
did
I just saw the
insist on
posters and was
adding
like,
that to
ugh.
this version, even though I think it came in 3.
It came in 3. That's right. I think what happens is you start playing and your finger just keeps going for that trigger. So you just, again, that muscle memory kicks in and you just want to do the tricks you're familiar with. And so I was doing it. I kept seeing other people doing it. So it made sense that, okay, this is what people naturally are going to want to have.
Right. But I think that it's going to be the same thing. There's sort of this blurry memory of, well, I know this trick. Well, that was in 4. So we did include some of those just because people were expecting.
Tony Hawk's camera shitting its pants is my favorite.
Right.
Like that.
He's just like,
for sure.
yeah, anyway, and then we decided to just keep going, and it just...
remembers it's sort of like, the classic, pro skater stuff. I know around the game, you are doing some work with like Create a Park, Create a Skater, and can you maybe talk about that, Janice, or how you're surrounding that and building that out?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the game has always been about
nice.
self-expression. So Create a Skater is awesome. We have a ton of diversity in our faces, the hair, the clothing, so many things that you can pick out. Of course, your deck graphics, trucks, wheels, you name it. But I'm really super excited about Create a Park because the VV team has truly modernized this feature. I told you a bit about
you would have
you
to
can
because
share
it wasn't
online,
very
et
good.
cetera, but there are a ton of pieces and
I
parts
don't even...
that you can customize.
Did 2 and 1 have Create a Park?
The new news is
I think
that
2
you'll be
did.
able to modify many of the pieces.
But it was kind of...
modify them. If you want to take a rail, twist it around,
was
turn
kind of
it
not
into
great.
basically like a roller coaster, you can do that. If you want to create some crazy, massive mega ramp that goes all the way up into the sky, you absolutely can do that too. So I'm really super stoked to see what our players create with this. They're going to be able to share it online, like I said, and share it with their friends. I can imagine one of the things that I look forward to, because you can tag your parks with descriptors, is people being able to go to their local skate park and essentially build it in the game. So if I want to see what a skate park in Chicago looks like, I can just type in Chicago and boom, something appears. So
that'll be cool.
I'm really looking forward to
That's
seeing
actually
what
tight.
people do.
Remake the Granby
That's
skate
amazing.
park.
So you get to get in, design some stuff, Tony, I guess, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that was the original goal too with all the Creative Park, was that we wanted to share it online, and it didn't come of age yet. So now is the time for sure.
Having done this, Tony, does this make you feel like, hey, you want to get into keep doing these again and again? Because I mean, you kind of stopped, and there were definitely a lot of people who were like, I know there were a lot of them for a lot of years, and it's sometimes good to take a break, but I feel like people
kind of stopped.
As you said, I mean, the audience still wants
the
it,
problem
right?
was you didn't stop, and then you made
there
5.
is a strong nostalgia and attachment to the original, at least 4. THPS 1 through 4. So, I mean, 1 and 2 is the jumping off point. I would love to be able to do more down the line. I think that we, especially with VV, like we can make this stuff more spectacular. Even 3 and 4, we're still only on PlayStation 2. So we've come a long way with the technology, and I think that these guys truly are the best ones. Like, they're the most qualified to do it. And so every time I get a new version, I can't believe how much better it looks. I mean, that's the truth.
No, VV, you've done such a great job, Jen. I think that's the thing that with games, it's sometimes sad because we don't have that backwards compatibility of all of these old systems. So
because it's a licensing nightmare.
It's like you just can't really play them anymore, right? And if on a PC, sometimes you can find old versions of games, but old, as you said, like
that's illegal.
PS1 games, PS2 games, it's like you can't just pop them in. So the fact that they're coming back, but also going forward in time, and with the fidelity that you guys are able to build around it, and the controls, and even with Crash, where you were trying to figure out like how does the jump translate, and how do you move? It's all the moves and the grinds and the lines from the original Tony Hawk, making it feel right on these new controllers, I think is I'm sure you guys have nailed it. Unfortunately, since we're all in quarantine, we can't sit there and play it, but I trust you guys are gonna
send me a build.
And I'm so excited that it's back. So exciting news, and thanks for being a part of this with us as we virtually bring together the gaming world. But I'm sure everyone will be excited that it's coming out soon, right? I think it's going to be early fall.
That's right. We're coming out September 4th. And if you pre-order today, you can, well, if you pre-order in general, not just today, you'll get access to that iconic warehouse level from THPS 1. And you'll get access to it early, so before the game
early
releases.
access. Okay,
So definitely check it out.
that's okay.
That's awesome.
It's kind of
yeah.
like your Pizza Hut promotional disc.
Exactly.
No, I get that's the thing is that part of
Shit.
this thing with this whole Summer Game Fest thing we're doing.
I
is people are
yeah,
home and
I
they
remember
wanna,
the Pizza Hut promotional
play games
disc.
because they're not going to be able to go to events
Damn.
like E3 and stuff like that this year to play stuff. So the fact that you're going to have the warehouse people be able to play later this summer is awesome to hear. So all right, well, Tony, Jen, thanks for joining me. Great to have.
See, I thought they meant
THPS
that
back,
you'll get the
and
warehouse
so
level, like, in
look
general,
forward
like
to,
it's going to be some
seeing more
DLC
later
or
this
some
year.
shit. And I was like, oh no, not already.
Thank
Alright.
you.
You've
Thanks, guys.
ruined it.
Appreciate it.
I'm glad I called that, though. Like, I thought it was weird that they were just playing Tony Hawk music, because at first it was like these poppy songs, and like when we hit the 5-minute mark, it switched over to Tony Hawk music, and I was like, huh? What the? Why are we doing this all of a sudden? And then it makes sense now, so that's cool. 1 and 2 are like some of the best ones, so like, that's cool. Excited for that. Hopefully they don't fuck it up, but it's hard to fuck up anything harder than they fucked up 5, and it's a different company that have done good work. Like, I know the Crash remake had some problems for sure, but it seems totally playable. Tony Hawk needs money. Definitely. Definitely. Wednesday, 11 a.m. Tomorrow, special showcase on interview not to be missed. One of the most important events on the SGF schedule. So that would be Wednesday, right? Like this Wednesday? All right. So I'll be streaming again this Wednesday, I guess, because it's not to be missed. So 11 a.m., that's about when Doodoo goes to sleep anyway, so we'll do that. That was cool. Out of nowhere a bit. I didn't really see this coming. I know people kind of talk about remaking the Tony Hawk games, but I've never really seen it get that much more push than like anything else. But maybe I'm just not in the right crowds anymore. Maybe I'm not in the skater crowds anymore. It's not what I'm hearing about, but it's cool that they're doing it. I'm going to wait for it to come out before I even think about potentially even jokingly getting it. Because 5 was such a shit show. It was such a shit show. But the soundtrack's coming back too, which is the best part of those games. I have Tony Hawk 2 on the N64. I think I played it a couple of months ago. And yeah, they needed remakes. Hopefully they can like work out something for the how it feels, because those games felt bad, but like it seemed smooth enough in the trailer, and people are going to get hands-on early because at least one person's going to pre-order this, definitely for sure, so that's fine. I would have liked something a little more interesting, but we'll see what Wednesday has to offer. So we'll do that. And thanks for tuning in. I'm going to be streaming tonight with fucking Layers of Fear 2. Because after seeing that it was a, like, cyberpunkish body horror thing at the Xbox One X announcement, I was like, alright, I'll check this game out. And then I log into Steam this morning and it's like 50% off, so I was like, might as well. So we'll be doing that tonight at what did I say? Either 8:30 or 9, one of those two. And it'll be a good time. It'll be a hell of a good time. Hopefully. I like trying to beat those games in one night, because if not, the like fear effect kind of wears off. But we'll see. We'll see how long it is and shit. And then if not, Wednesday, clearly at 11, we're going to be streaming whatever the fuck Jeff Keighley wants to talk about. And then Wednesday night, I will be doing Skullgirls and Them's Fighting Herds, because that was also 50% off, and I said, fuck it. So yeah, pretty packed week so far. No idea what I'm going to be doing Saturday. Maybe trying Streets of Rage 4 again. But yeah. Thank you for hanging out. And I'll see you guys later tonight.